This is the story. This is the story of Callie and the Crow. Callie and the Crow. Well, Callie had an opportunity then to be the bigger creation. And what she did instead was she decided to forego that opportunity to lean into her will. To lean into her will. Her base instincts. Canine, reactive instincts. When she could have apologized and be at one with another creation. I lived with a woman like that. Actually used to shoot crows with BB guns in the morning when it disturbed her snooze because she deserved peace and quiet. Well, I tell you what everyone deserves, and that's a relationship with their higher power. And if you don't think you deserve that, well, then I can tell you from experience you're doing it wrong. But you'll have to come to that on your own conclusion, through your own path, right? Maybe it'll be the sound of my voice that triggers your redemptive action. Or maybe is when you're sitting around and you lost everything and you're saying, WTF, WTF. I should have listened to the story of Callie and the Crow. Because the story about Callie and the Crow is that she's going to be continued to be tortured by that, right? Because that's a secret about herself that she does not want to address, right? And she sees it in everything else. Anything that moves, actually, is very reactive. Now, do I know what that is? No. I just got to be there to guide her through it. But she has... Saucy birds all whistling at me. She has, like all creatures, we have to be responsible for our actions, and we are masters of our own destiny. Because regardless of what you're going to hear, you know, and don't listen to any Israeli historians that want to tell you that the next stage of man is transhumanism. Because all you got to do is read the Bible, Genesis, right off the bat. It says he was created with the Word, right? We are a creation of God, a cosmic power that created everything that man thinks they created by themselves. So even as fancy as AI seems to be, and as powerful and all its encompassing and its capacity to destroy us, as well as heal us, it's like a surgical knife, as John Lennox says, right? A knife can be used for surgery and to save, but the same knife can kill you. It's just different hands and different intents, and from a biblical worldview, different hearts. Think about that. Different hearts. Next time you're going to go upside a prophet or a man that's speaking, how it's just telling his story about how the acceptance of God in his life changed it for the better. If you don't want to hear that, because he's not telling you to repent, you know what I mean? That's the intent, but he's not telling you. That's the hope, right? That's the willingness. This is all based on the willingness of a mustard seed. And if you don't compare it, the mustard seed is the smallest seed on the planet. Think about that. The weak shall inherit the earth. Do you see or don't you see? You know, and that's another topic for discussion, right? Because something profound has to change our worldview and what we actually see in our eyes, right? And for me, today, I can tell you that's the supernatural. I see the supernatural in all my affairs every day. And it explains to me why people are doing what they're doing. You know? And it explains to me how this happened. And it's not going to affect my faith. It just means to me, this is a biblical story. The state we're in now is just another biblical story. We have turned away from Yahweh. We have started worshiping false idols. And here's the most important thing. We all believe what we do is right in our own eyes. We don't care about anyone else's eyes. See the eye thing, the sight, the vision, right? You know what I mean? That vision motivates you in every decision you make. And every decision you make takes you closer or farther from Yahweh. And that's just it. That's as simple as it is, right? So when I'm talking about a dog and a crow, ostensibly, you know, Let's put a C.S. Lewis filter on this, or a Tolkien filter on this, or a George Orwell filter on this, and realize that humanity is in the state that it is because we put ourselves there. We can't blame anyone else. And the only way out of the wilderness is to continue this exodus. And for those that recognize that we're in the now and not yet, and we're in the realm of inaugurated eschatology, then that's the bomb for our souls, and that's the difference. So if you see a feller that's pretty serene, or a missus, or even a dog or a bird, you ask him the question, what's important in your life? What is the rock you're going to die on? You know? And can you get paid for it? Peace be upon you, be in all him. Go forth, and yes, prosper in the word. Prosper over life and prosper over the nuisance in this world. Peace be upon you, be in Elohim.